Hey everybody and welcome back. Starting off with the Satin Show Heat Protectant. I got my girl Carrington in the chair and we are going to give her a press today. Now Carrington just came out of Protective Style and Braids, and we're going to talk today a lot about braid care and braid aftercare, but not before we dry her hair. So, lately I've been using the RevAir blow dryer. Well, the RevAir dryer. Don't call it a blow dryer, y'all. God forbid we call it a blow dryer. But we are using the RevAir dryer on Carrington. And not that I haven't been using it all the time, but I'm really going to use it today because a lot of people in the comments are concerned about the RevAir not working for tighter textures. So as you see, Carrington has a 4 category hair on the charts. And look how it has stretched her hair. It's amazing. So the back of her hair was a different texture than this section here. So now I'm going to show you how it works on this section, just so you see how well the RevAir stretches her tight textures. And to me, it's just absolutely amazing. So just watch as I do this. I will leave the link below for the RevAir dryer. It is basically just using reverse technologies to stretch that hair and dry it within that tube. You don't have to do any work. You literally just stand there and hover it over the roots, and you just pull the handheld wand off and the hair is stretched as much as it possibly can be. I feel like the RevAir is so good for just getting rid of all that extra tension that the vent brush causes. And also, like, if you have little kids at home, sons with long hair, and your daughters, like, oh my goodness, it's like a game changer for kids, especially because I wish my mom had this when I was growing up. I was so tender-headed and did not want to give her the time of day for my hair. But where was this back then? Okay, so now that I have this section stretched out, you see I'm just going through, I'm combing it. I mean, come on, period. Okay, look at that. You absolutely cannot deny the results. It has luster, it is stretched, it is straight, it looks good. So I'm just going to show y'all one more section, and we're going to move on with the video. Now, I got a little surprise for y'all. Because I genuinely love RevAir so much, they have offered me a code to give you guys to get 10% off of this dryer. Listen, I know. Like, what's crazy? Like, you know what? I'm not even going to get into like how I feel about other companies, but RevAir was here for us because I'm like, listen, the folks need a little love on this price, and that's what they're giving us. So 10% off, y'all, is what I could do, and I'm so excited for y'all for that. I love this for y'all, and I am going to put the link so you can grab it, and I'm going to put the code that you have to put in to get 10% off of your investment of the RevAir. Hopefully you love it as much as me, because I'm genuinely in love with this. And because I've been so hype about it for the last couple videos, RevAir just jumped on it, and I love them for that. So hopefully you're not the kind of person who fast forwards through the blow dry portion, because you might have missed it. Okay, so tell a friend, get your dryers, let me know how you love it. Tag me, Deeper Than Hair TV, on Instagram so I can see your videos. Now again, I'm just hovering over these roots. This is a bit of a bigger section than I would use, well, that I would take out usually. I wanted to see how the bigger section does too. And now that I pulled the wand off, it stretched it just as much. Okay, so now Carrington's hair is finished being dried. I just want to show you the roots are just a little bit wavy. because the RevAir doesn't just pull completely from the root. It does really well, but it's not like super silky straight at the roots. So I just wanted to be honest about that. But look how well her hair is stretched out. I think it looks great. So now I'm going in with the Deeper Than Hair Steady Cut and Collar, and I use this as a guideline to get a straight and even cut. I know a lot of us can use this. This freehand cutting that's going on in these streets, it's not always straight. And I'll be watching these videos and it's not always straight. So I just wanted to do something to help. Right here, I'm using my phone footage because I don't know what happened to my cutting footage. I don't know. I don't know. So I had to pull my phone out because I was filming for a reel. And basically, I'm just going to take my shear and I'm going to use the line as a guideline. Yes, I know Carrington could use more than this off, but we had a really serious talk. And Carrington's a teenager, and so I just didn't want to make her feel not safe in my chair. So we did what we both agreed on, and I just took off enough, and then we're just going to gradually take the hair off. That's what we came up with. And sometimes it's just more about making the client feel safe in your chair so that they will come back and you can continue to take care of their hair, because if they don't trust you, they won't be back and their hair will possibly get worse. So I just feel like sometimes it's not about forcing them to take it all off at the same time. If you can just come up with an agreement, just go for it, and then you could go from there. Now, Carrington is also going through a moment of very dry and brittle hair, and let me explain what's going on, because you might be having dry and brittle hair for this same reason. She is just coming out of braids, and let me just tell you, synthetic hair is often coated with an alkaline base to preserve it and prevent it from molding while in storage. So this chemical solution can trigger an allergic reaction on some people. When your braids are installed, the chemical coating on the synthetic hair can react with your scalp, causing irritation, itching, and tenderness. So if you're experiencing any of this after a braid install, it's more than likely that you are allergic to the synthetic hair or the chemicals used to treat it. Most braided hair is also made with synthetic plastic derived materials, primarily polyvinyl chloride, also called PVC, which is known for one of the most environmentally harmful plastics. Sometimes the dyes they use, to give the synthetic hair its color can have the same effect on your scalp. So you can strip these chemicals off of your braiding hair by giving it an apple cider vinegar bath. I know you probably seen that around online or on Instagram. You just soak the hair in a basin full of apple cider vinegar until you see all of the chemicals and toxin floating at the top of the basin. Or I like to make it way easier by just buying a hair that's already hypoallergenic. That way you won't have to do all that extra work. I get my hair without the harsh chemicals and toxins from Latched and Hooked. I'm going to make sure that I link Latched and Hooked below. They sell hyperallergenic hair without all of that stuff. I will link them below for sure. Now, PVC and all the other harsh chemicals used to make braiding hair also leave those chemicals behind once the braids are removed. So as a result, you may notice your hair is dry and brittle when you take those braids out. So you can bring your hair back to life, though, by using a hair product that's geared towards protective styles, like celebrity hairstylist Angela C. Styles. She has a collab with Cantu. It's called Protective Styles, and the ingredients are like everything you need for maintenance and the ultimate aftercare, like their hair bath and conditioner that has apple cider vinegar and aloe to get those chemicals off of your hair and cleanse fully. I will make sure I link those below too. I'm just pressing her hair right now with our 22 Titania in the color Signature Royal. But yeah, I just talk to me, like, tell me your braid experience, because some people can get braids and their hair will just literally grow till they can't grow no more, okay? And other people get braids and it doesn't do well. You know, a lot of us lose our edges with braids because they might have been braided too tight. And you know, we talked about traction alopecia in another video. That traction alopecia ain't no joke, okay? You get your hair too tight and it'll destroy your hair follicle and it'll never grow back again, and that's like too much, you know. So we don't want to do that. But yeah, braids, some for some people they don't work, and so it's like very important to make sure that you have that maintenance going on, or take care of your hair, or make sure that you get your ends trimmed before you get your braids, just so you can gain that length retention. Because we'll get braids and just because it's growing from the root, those ends are just continuing to just damage. And you know, I like to equate ends to stockings or pantyhose, how they just split upward. So it's like, just because we're putting braids over top of split ends, it's not retaining the length at all. So at the end of the day, we'll still end up having to cut our ends off, and then we got braids and our roots have grown in so nice and healthy and strong, but we got to cut the ends off. So it's just really good to be proactive, because a protective style can't be a protective style if it's not protecting anything. You know what I mean? So we have to be proactive on what our hair is like underneath of these styles, how we take care of it, how we make sure that our scalp and our hair is nourished, just all kind of things to help us retain that length and get that hair growing and staying. Because the point is, the hair is going to grow. It's just naturally your hair is going to grow, but retention means keeping the hair that comes, you know. So that's all you got to do. You just got to take care of our hair. No matter if you have braids, a sew-in, your locks, no matter what you have, it's just you have to take care of it, protective style or not. Now, Carrington is super active, so she even, I think I did this on Friday. She already had dance the next day. She swims. She just does all type of activities at school that causes her hair to sweat. So protective styles are ideal for her. So we're just doing what we did today, and I'm going to make sure I keep my eye on her ends and take care of her hair. And basically, she's on the road to recovery. So we're just making sure that everything is going to be cool when she puts her hair under her protective styles again. So while I'm pressing her hair, I just wanted to let y'all know Deeper Than Hair magazine quarter 2 issue 2 is out. On the digital version, I just added links within hyperlinks where you could just go in, tap the hyperlink and go shop for whatever you see in the ads. You can see hyperlinks next to different people in the magazine where you could just go follow them on Instagram. And you know, just we have so many great stories this issue. I'm so proud of it. It's Deeper Than Hair's 10-year anniversary. Our salon anniversary is tomorrow. Well, today, because I'm going to post this on Monday. I didn't post on Sunday like I usually do because it was Easter. I know a lot of people were probably like, you know, getting their lives, having dinner with their family. But yeah, you can hit any hyperlink. Go check it out. Go buy whatever you want or not. But yeah, and go follow whoever you may connect with in the magazine. And I just have so many goals for this magazine. But I hope you guys love it as much as I do. I put my heart and soul into Deeper Than Hair magazine, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. Okay. So I will put the link below. If you are already subscribed, your hard copies leave this week. Thank you so much for that. If you are just a digital reader, you can read it off deeperthanhair.com. I'll also leave a link for you to read. And just share it with a friend. Just like you share my channel, I would love if you shared our magazine with a friend, because we would love to have as many readers as possible, because this is just something that we all need. We haven't had a really good hair magazine in a while. So tell a friend. And that's all I got to say about that. All right, I'm just curling Carrington's hair to the front right here, along the front, just to kind of shape her hair. We're just giving her a soft bend because she doesn't want like super hard feathers. Like, you know, I love to give a little hard feathers. So when I comb it, like the hair is like swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. You know what I mean? Like, I love them feathers to be doing what they do. But, we're just going to give it a soft little bend because Carrington's like, I want whatever length I have here to show. And I respect what she asked for. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's happening right now. And once we do this, I'm going to wrap it and put it under the dryer. I'm not going to put that part in, but that's going to make her hair lay even more without those heavy feathers, just so she can get the look that she wants. When her and I were talking, we also were talking about the possibility of doing a bob, but because her hair doesn't come down long in the front, Carrington's hair kind of grows in like a heart shape. So it's like shorter in the front and comes around to a point in the back. And that hair that grows like that isn't a good candidate for a bob because a bob is like front heavy. So, we just both decided against that. I'm like, I could give you a bob, but it's going to be like very short for the most part. And those bangs, she don't love side bangs. And so the only way to really have a short bob without that hair being parted in the middle and being front heavy is to give it, me, the Justin Bieber bang. So she didn't really want that look. So, because the hair is shorter in the front, we decided to just go with a part in the middle and cut it in the shape that it's already growing. And as time goes on, maybe we can get her hair to become front heavy over time and then give her the bob that she's looking for. So Carrington's hair is done. I think I might want to put a dark rinse on her hair just to liven it up even more. It looks good. It has its luster. It was so soft. And yeah, she's just basically, like I said, on the road to recovery. She's like, I just want my hair to move. Like, can my hair move? And I'm like, your hair absolutely can move. So this is her hair. This is the end result. And we're just going to get it healthier over time. And as always, I just want to thank you guys for always watching my channel. I ask that you subscribe if you are not, and also tell a friend. And I will absolutely see you all next time. Carrington's happy, and so am I.